Order in the Tribunal. Goku is one of the strongest characters in anime history. His power, speed, and fighting instinct have pushed him beyond limits time and time again. But what if strength alone isn't enough? Today we will judge 4 characters that would absolutely destroy Goku. And just to clarify, I'm considering the canonical Goku from the current manga and not other versions that we know that exist. Don't forget to subscribe the channel and like the video. With that said, let's begin. Number 4. Gilgamesh, the King of Heroes. At first glance, Gilgamesh might not seem like someone who could rival Goku's raw power, but you couldn't be more wrong. With the Gate of Babylon, Gilgamesh has access to countless legendary weapons, each with unique abilities, many of which go far beyond simple destruction. But his true trump card is EA, a weapon that doesn't just attack the opponent, it distorts space and tears apart reality itself. This sword performs the attack Enuma Elish, an anti-world noble phantasm that tears apart space-time and can pulverize entire reality marbles. At full power, Enuma Elish does not just destroy matter, it unravels the texture of reality itself, exposing the truth, the void that existed before the world was created. In Fate: A Grand Order, he dealt the final blow to the primordial mother, Tiamat, a beast-class entity whose existence threatened all of humanity. In the Fate Extra CCC storyline, Gilgamesh transcends his standard heroic spirit status and exhibits feats that operate on a multiversal or higher dimensional scale. These feats occur within the Moon Cell, a photonic crystal supercomputer that simulates and monitors infinite timelines. By awakening his origin, Gilgamesh unlocks the mythology mystic code of Genesis, which represents his power at its absolute peak during his actual life. This form allows him to fight on par with BB and Kiara Sashoin, entities who have fused with the Moon Cell and possess 8th dimensional authority. In her Heaven's Whole form, she became a higher dimensional being capable of consuming all of humanity's souls across timelines. Gilgamesh is one of the only servants with the ego and raw power to resist her authority and strike her down. In this state, he can ignore the laws of physics, time, and causality within the Moon Cell. Using a ship of light from his treasury, he travels 1,500 light-years in an instant to reach a distant planet where his master, Hakuno, was relocated. This movement takes place in the imaginary number space, a void where time does not exist or flows differently, effectively making his travel speed immeasurable or beyond the concept of time. Number 3. Sung Jin-woo, the Shadow Monarch. Unlike Goku, Jin-woo doesn't fight alone. By the time of solo leveling, Ragnarok, Jin-woo is no longer a human with powers. He is a cosmic entity. He rules over an infinite dimension of darkness. Inside of the Shadow Realm, he is omnipotent. He can drag enemies into this space, where physics, time, and life are entirely under his control. He is the personification of the end. As long as the concept of death or shadows exists in the universe, Jin-woo cannot truly die. He can reconstruct his body infinitely from nothingness. He spends decades in the deep void fighting the Iterim, gods from other universes who create and consume galaxies. He doesn't just fight one, he holds back an entire pantheon of these beings simultaneously. He has reached a level of power where he can use his mana to sustain the existence of a world or create shadow worlds that mimic reality perfectly. He fought a non-stop war in the Crack of Dimensions for 27 years, Earth time, without a single second of rest, proving his energy reserves are effectively bottomless. Now about his hacks, Jin-woo can extract and manifest shadows, already possessing around 10 million. In Ragnarok, his top generals, like Baru or Bellion, have evolved to cosmic grade. He can swap places with any shadow anywhere in the universe instantly. This isn't just teleportation, it is an instantaneous spatial bypass that ignores all barriers. He possesses high-level telekinesis that allows him to grab or crush things at a molecular level. In his peak form, he can use this to manipulate the very fabric of space. He can infuse his attacks with the death element, which doesn't just wound the enemy but erases their soul and existence, preventing any form of regeneration or resurrection. Because he operates in the gap of dimensions, Jin-woo's perception of time is vastly superior to mortals. He can perceive and react to attacks that move at speeds far exceeding light. As he exists outside the flow of standard time, Jin-woo's greatest strength isn't just his physical power, but his metaphysical dominance. Number 2. Rimuru Tempest. By the end of the series, Rimuru's scale is incomprehensible. After being sent to the end of time, Rimuru revealed he had accumulated enough energy to recreate the entire world, multiverse, over 10,000 times. He exists outside the normal laws of cause and effect. Changes to the past or future do not affect him. He can also regenerate his soul and body from a single atom or even from pure information stored in the void. Rimuru can eat concepts. If he consumes an opponent, he doesn't just kill them. He absorbs their soul, their memories, and their powers into his own being. If it wasn't enough, he can rewrite the laws of physics within his area of influence. He can decide that magic doesn't work or kinetic energy is negated, rendering physical brawlers like Goku powerless. Aside from that, Rimuru doesn't fight alone. He has within him a divine artificial intelligence consciousness called Ciel. Ciel analyzes all the laws of physics and the enemy's abilities instantly. She can accelerate Rimuru's thinking by hundreds of millions of times. Before an enemy attacks, Ciel has already calculated all the probabilities and created a perfect countermeasure. Basically, it's like fighting a supercomputer that knows what you're going to do before you even know it yourself. Rimuru can consume anything: matter, energy, space, time, and even conceptual attacks. Once consumed, the target is analyzed and Rimuru can copy its abilities. He is constantly protected by a barrier that distorts space. Conventional physical or energy attacks never actually touch his real body. They are lost in infinite dimensions. Rimuru can create multiple bodies and spread his consciousness among them. To kill him, Goku would have to destroy all of his bodies in all timelines simultaneously. Finally, number 1, Anos Voldagoad. His power is not merely physical, it is logical and conceptual. He is known for breaking the laws of the universe simply because he decided they do not apply to him. Anos once manually moved the sun just to create an eclipse during a school exam. He has defeated a powerful enemy with just the sound of his own heartbeat, and killed another with just the sound of his breathing. At his full power, Anos can destroy multiple universes, or silver worlds, simply by being present or by releasing a fraction of his magical pressure. Now let's talk about his sword, Venus de Noah. This is Anos' most iconic weapon. It is the Abalizer of Reason. If the enemy has an ability that says, "I am immortal," Venus de Noah cuts that immortality. If the attack is inevitable, it allows Anos to dodge. It doesn't just cut the body, it cuts logic, destiny, and the laws of nature. Basically, no matter how strong the opponent's defense or regeneration is, Venus de Noah erases the target's existence. Anos possesses eyes that can disintegrate anything he looks at. At his peak, he possesses the magic eyes of chaos, which can destroy the order and structure of entire worlds. They can even destroy abstract concepts such as emptiness or distance. Anos' soul, his origin, is extremely difficult to destroy. Even if he is erased from time or reality, his will is so strong that he simply returns to life. Anos can move through time using magic and is so fast that he can react to attacks that technically already happened or that don't have time travel. He exists outside the normal causal order. Anos is the type of character who wins not because he has more energy, but because he has absolute authority over what is possible or impossible. In a fight against Goku, for example, Anos would win because he could simply decide that Goku's attacks don't exist, or that Goku's death is an absolute truth that cannot be avoided. And here are 4 characters who could beat Goku. If you disagree, comment below and I'll judge. Subscribe the channel for more content like this and stay tuned because here, the judgment never ends.